All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sorry about that. Someone was asking, was I covering the uh, what you call it downtown? No, I didn't even know about the vaccine mandate protest. Which, if I hear any other protests pop up, then I'm absolutely going to go down there and A, join in, and B, film it, because we are right now at the. I mean, listen, we're at the biggest crossroads of United States history, and I think this is going to only, like I said before, I'll say it again, I'll say it a million times, this is only going to get worse, right? This is going to get exponentially worse. So, right now, American citizens, especially New Yorkers, are being treated like worse criminals than Rikers Island criminals, which is very interesting. The mayor is doing everything he can to keep those scumbags in Rikers Island comfortable, yet New Yorkers or American citizens are being treated like straight up and down criminals, right? If you don't want the shot, you can't do X, Y, and Z. But if you go to jail, you can get X, Y, and Z. So listen, guys, the time for getting real or getting into the get down is right around the corner. I think that we are absolutely going to have to, unfortunately, start doing, some better resistant tactics. Right? So, Latina Prepper said that Staten University Hospital fired its nurses. Listen, guys, let these hospitals, medical centers, do what they're going to do. Unfortunately, they're going to feel it on the back end, and then the patients are going to feel it on the back end. So it's going to get fairly ugly. And it's going to continue to get uglier. I mean, right now, listen, we have so many fucking other problems right now with the mandates, with the supply shortages or food shortages, the constant reminder of a volcano that's going off. I'm actually entertained by the whole volcano mess because, though, yes, there's a possibility of the flank breaking off and causing a tsunami, there's also the possibility that won't happen. So I'm not even worried about it. It's like a fucking, it's a non-factor right now because we got bigger fish to fry, right? I'm not going to focus on something that might not happen when we are looking at things that are happening, right? And right now, the tsunami might never happen. That flank might never fall off. But we are undoubtedly seeing mandates, discrimination, divide, food shortages, food price increase. We're seeing it all. That's the shit we should be focused on. We should be keeping one ear open for the volcano, but we should be focused on everything else. I was just talking to Prepper Tribe probably, I don't know, half hour ago, something like that. And he was talking about how he's starting to can. So tomorrow, I'm breaking open my canning, and I'm gonna give a shot at canning, I think, carrots. Right? I think that's like the basic or easiest one, because even if I fuck it up, who cares? Who really likes carrots anyway, right? So guys, yeah, the whole unvaxxed and vaccinated thing is getting out of control. I mean, like, it really is. Show sheet. Thank you for the donation, man. It doesn't matter if it's pesos. I appreciate it anyway. Thanks. Because every time he donates, he always reminds me it's pesos, and I'm like, it's okay, man. Even if it's 50 cents, it's fine. I don't, he's donating, and he doesn't have to, so I appreciate it. Right? So, guys, the vaccine versus the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated is a real fight, and the more that people start latching onto the idea that we are the problem, we're going to see bigger problems. We are probably going to see violence by the end of this year for the unvaccinated. I think that with Don Lemons and Jimmy Kimmel and celebrities talking out for the vaccine and for the mandates and talking out against the unvaccinated, there's definitely going to be a problem in the near future. But there are celebrities that are starting to pop up saying that they are not for the mandates. So that's not going to do any good. A celebrity standing up and saying, well, I don't agree with this, doesn't matter. Because the problem is these ideologies, these bad ideologies, catch the ear of whatever politicians out there or whatever news media assholes out there, and then they start reporting the bullshit and start putting this idea in millions of people's heads across America. So we are absolutely going to have to get into a fight. Brian, I like that. Purebloods. That's probably what we'll be from here on out. And I'd rather be called a pureblood than an unvaccinated. But that's a good one. Laurith Larson says, do beans, they're easiest. All right. I'm doing something. I'm canning something. So it'll happen today. Tomorrow. I just got to get the supplies and then get it going. We should be listening to the Beverly Hillbillies. What Don Lemon gonna do? Make us smell his finger. Night of the Living Prepper. Don Lemon has a platform. He has a platform and he has the ears of millions, if not tens of millions of people. So whenever he says things like, you know what, we should absolutely start calling the unvaccinated stupid and start making them feel bad and shunning them. When he starts saying shit like that on national TV, which he has, that is the problem. And then some asshole, some liberal hipster asshole is going to be like, you know what, man? Maybe I'm going to start shunning them too. Now, for a lot of you people that are like, oh, you know, keep under the radar, keep out of the way. That's not how I'm built. I am not built that way. And I'm going to go here real quick before I get into the subjects of tonight's live stream. The reason why I'm not built that way, the reason why I'm not built to hide, and some people are like, oh, just stay out of the spotlight. First of all, I can't. That's number one. I'm black. I'm 260 pounds. That's impossible for me to lay low. That's one. Two, being that I've read nothing but black heroes growing up and how they changed the dynamics of America. This is why I am the way I am, because I'm not going to allow some asshole to have me go into hiding and tell me or try to make me feel bad for not doing something that I don't want to do. So now the black Americans or black slaves of America that fought for our freedom, Native Americans that fought for the little bit of freedom, Chinese American, Irish American, for everybody who fought for their American freedoms and now going to turn around and hide, fuck that shit. That is not about hiding, guys. If you guys want to hide, so the fuck be it. You could take your coward card and go in your fucking cave and stay there. But this is no longer about fucking being under the radar or hiding. That's out. We fought for this country, whatever fucking background your background is, your ancestors fought for this country. For us to turn around now and fucking go into hiding is complete and utter bullshit. We either stand our fucking ground, guys, or we cave. And caving is not what I do, and caving is not what a lot of you guys do. We're going to fucking fight, and we're going to have to fight. That's the bottom line. So for every last one of you guys that are sitting there talking about, oh, you know, well, don't wear that shirt because it'll make you a fucking target. I'm already a fucking target. We are already a fucking target. The prepper community is already a target. So now we can hide and let this blow over, and then what? Resurface again and come back to a new America where even if you come back from hiding for 5-10 years, they're going to fucking nail you to the cross because they found you. So guys, strap your fucking balls on. Ladies, put your fucking titties on, because this shit's going to get fucking out of control. And we're going to have to make the hard choice coming very, very soon. That's all I'm going to say about that, guys. Enough with the fucking staying out of the spotlight shit. That pisses me off to no end when people talk that shit. And because, you know what, like my wife, she was on somebody's Instagram page, and she made a comment about something being heartless. And of course it was liberals talking about how we should give up the ICU beds and the, what is that called? The breathing machine, the ventilators, that we should give those up for the vaccinated. That our lives is worth less because we are not vaccinated. Guys, that is the same fucking rhetoric that Hitler was rattling off. The same style of rhetoric, that Hitler was rattling off. Where the fuck do you think this is going next? You think all of a sudden they're going to be like, you know what, I was wrong for saying that? No. This is going to be the fucking fight, guys. And you are going to have to stand your ground and fucking fight. And fighting is not just, guys, and when I mean fighting, it's not just fist fighting. We're talking about getting into the mix of shit, telling a fucking store owner to go fuck himself, telling that guy in the street who's looking at you because you're not wearing a mask to put a mask on, telling him to go fuck himself. This is where we are, right? So again, guys, up to here with the bullshit, and the bullshit is going to get worse. So you have a choice to make: run and fucking hide, or stand your fucking ground and go down swinging. Fuck it. Australians have had enough, and in Victoria, they are handing those cops their asses over there. I mean, like, listen, guys, it's a beautiful thing to see the Australians actually fighting back. There's a video of a guy who's actually in the crowd. There's a video that focused on this one dude, and he bounced off of 5 different cops, beating them left and right. I'm talking about he choked hold one, he slammed another guy, he tackled another dude, and all without missing a beat. It was like ballet. But nonetheless, guys, this is where we are. We are heading in that direction. It's just a matter of time. And if it's not the National Guards, if it's not the police, it's the actual American citizen. Because the powers that be are using fear and control to control the easily influenced, which are the idiots, the morons, right? The people who have a lack of thought process or can't think on their own. These people are being controlled easily through fear and control. They're sitting there going, well, if you don't get this shot, you're going to die. That's the fucking ultimatum. They're not saying, well, it'll be bad, and they're just rattling off, you're going to die. And then if you don't, and if you take it, then they're controlling you with, well, even though you are now protected, guess what we have to do? We have to make sure you don't mingle with the vaccinated. So you got to stay away from them. Now what are people doing for the holiday seasons? They're not turning around and visiting their family members who are unvaccinated, because the control factor is in play. So they controlled everybody with straight fear. Now they're using actual control, or mind control, if you will. Because just look at the language they're using on TV now. That's part of mind control. Now, I'm diving more into it in the Angry Truth channel later tonight about fear and control. But there was a Nazi propaganda officer. That wasn't his title, but I think his name was like, not Nigel. I'm looking for his name. This guy was the king of propaganda. Right? His name was Nazi officer Joseph Goebbels. Right? He was the architect of the propaganda for the Nazi party. The powers that be are taking his playbook and putting it into use here right now as we speak. Now, this live stream could absolutely get kicked. I might get a strike for it. I might not. I don't know yet. At this point, I don't give a fuck, because shit has to be said. So, before I go on a complete tear, and I'm going to save this tear for the Angry Truth channel, let's get into what the show's about today. Goebbels. Yes, Jungle Bomb. Exactly. I'm pretty sure I said it wrong, but whatever. Who gives a shit? You guys got it right. Anyway, so let's talk about the short-term problem, or rather the closer problem that we're having, right? So like I said, people are worried about this volcano, and I think I just saw Marfugul, or whatever his name is, on Twitter, talking about the land is breaking. Okay, guys, listen. I'm going to get to the update in a little... You know what? Let's talk about the update first. We'll talk about the holiday supply shortage a little later. But the volcano update, or the update on the volcano La Palma Island, it had a bit of a landslide yesterday. They're seeing some cracks. Guys, every time a volcano goes off, they always see cracks in and around the volcano area. Always. There's always a road collapse of some kind, or something is always giving away around this volcano. So this is not to be nervous about. What is to be nervous about is that fault line, or that fissure, if you will, that they are monitoring, that's 9 miles long. If that starts to get bigger, then we have a concern. But with streets and shit falling off into the ocean, doesn't matter. That shit happens with Hawaii a lot when there's a volcanic eruption, right? They always have part of a land that's like not even near the volcano fall off, because the land is expanding due to the amount of magma that's coming up through that little hole in the ground, right? In It's a little hole in comparison to what's underneath. So the land's always going to expand, and you're always going to get some kind of cracking and or shit falling off into the ocean. So it's not to be super alarmed. You get alarmed when that fault line or that fissure breaks open more. Negan X Army. I'm not gonna delete this stream. It doesn't make sense. Again, if they take it down, they take it down. Who gives a fuck? You know, they give me a warning. Woo. All right. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not taking this shit down. They can kiss my dick. So with that being said, guys, we have to look at the main cause to the flank collapsing. Again, it's that fault line or that fissure that runs 9 miles, right? Right now, you could fucking take a hike through that thing, and that thing sits 6,000 feet above sea level. If that gets bigger, if you could fit Rosario down in that fissure or that crack, then guess what? It's on, right? Then that thing's gonna fucking start breaking. But they're measuring that, and no one is talking about how that's getting bigger. They're just talking about all the fracturing and the cracking and the crumbling away and shit like that. So it's not really a big deal. But a lot of people are running the YouTube channels, and they're doing the whole, again, the same shit the government's doing, the fear-mongering. Right? A lot of fear-mongering and like, oh my God, it's erupting now. Look at the black smoke. Guys, that's what volcanoes do. Black smoke, what is it? Sulfuric acid oxide or sulfur oxide or whatever it is. All of that shit's part of a volcano erupting, guys. It's nothing new. You have to look at the land cracking as the major tell to whether that flank is going to fall off or not. If it doesn't, then we're good. So, you know, people need to stop with the fucking, oh my God, what am I going to do if it falls into the ocean? If it falls into the ocean, guys, guess what you do? You run. You know? It's not a fucking, it's not rocket science. And if this thing doesn't cause a tsunami, then we ran for nothing. But I have a feeling that it might cause a small one, but not as grand as a lot of people are saying. They just want to get... listen, Sarita, right, you know, like, what's his name? Bushcraft Bear? He's not fear-mongering. I just watched this video. He talked about what was going on on the island that he's living on, I take it, right? And he goes, well, there's nothing to report. There's no food shortage. There's no this, there's no that. He's just looking at the volcano and going, all right, that looks like shit, you know? But he's not fear-mongering. But you got other people over here who are sitting there going, look at this. Look, it's exploding. It's erupting. I'm like, but that's what volcanoes do, man. Like, stop with the bullshit. Again, until that fucking fault line gets bigger, then we worry. But if that thing doesn't move, then we're fine. And even then, there's going to be enough time for us to know when that cracked guy. That landmass is not going to break off all of a sudden. It's not going to be here, and then 10 minutes from now, it's going to be in the water. Don't work that way. It takes a while for it to crack, and there's a horrendous sound that the ground starts to make before it even gives way. So there's too many tells for this to break off without any warning. There'll be warning. We'll have enough warning. And if what's his name, Bushcraft Bear, gets on live and goes, guys, the flank is breaking off into the ocean, then you get your family in the car and you bounce. Now a lot of us watch Bushcraft Bear. That's us. Right? And so there's a smaller community of us in New York City that watches him. So if the guy talks about this shit breaking off into the ocean or has broken in the ocean as we're watching him talk, my family gets in the car and we go west. Simple. I'm not going to sit there and be like, guys, you should worry because we're all going to die. Yeah, unfortunately, some people are going to die. You can only fucking do so much, guys. You know, I'm not going to put a cape on, fly around Manhattan and fucking start picking people out of the city. It's not my job. People are unaware of this because we're focused on some fucking girl missing, or rather, found dead, and the boyfriend's missing. Focused on that bullshit. We're focused on teachers and looks like now nurses and doctors getting fired and or leaving their job because of the fucking mandates. So we got a lot of, like, you know, bigger problems we should be focused on, and focusing on the volcano, that's for us. That's for us preppers to do, and we're doing it. We're watching Bushcraft Bear. We're watching the live feed on YouTube, and that's where it is right now. We're just watching. We're just going, oh man, that looks nice, especially at night. I think the volcano erupting at night is awesome. Not the point. That's our notification system. Bushcraft Bear will hopefully report it right away, so we should be fine. Okie Rebel, exactly. So Okie Rebel just said, as long as a volcano is erupting, there is less pressure from the earthquake. When the eruption stops and the pressure builds up, causing larger earthquakes, then you worry. Exactly. Right? I mean, listen, guys, there's too many things to focus on, and we can't focus on it all. I'm sorry. I know we would like to, but we can't. So, Fear the Honey Badger said no shortage of turkey in Washington, D.C. Are you talking about wild turkey, the whiskey, or are you talking about turkey itself? And they also said it wasn't like all turkeys. I think they said larger turkeys were for shortage. So, when they talked about a turkey shortage, they meant large turkeys. And I wish they would have reported that earlier, but nonetheless. So, you'll be able to get a smaller turkey, I think, under 10 pounds. And I think anything over 12, you might be having a problem finding. Whatever. So then you get 2 fucking turkeys. Big deal, right? There's always a solution to a lot of our problems, right? And we have a lot of simple solutions like fighting. We have a lot of simple solutions like shooting back. We have a lot of simple solutions like doubling up on certain items instead of just buying one. A lot of solutions out there. So I as much as preppers, we try to focus on the shortages and the shit like that. We need solutions. And we need to come up with simpler solutions, right? Like, if the fucking, I don't know, the flank breaks off, my simple solution is to get in the car and drive out. And if I can't, I could walk out on foot. With 8 hours notice, or even 7 to 6 hour notice, guys, my family and I are going to do some damage getting the fuck out of here. As simple as that. Karen, you're probably right. Under 10 pounds, it's a chicken. But I know they do sell small turkeys. Right? And, right, guys, so here's the other thing with the shortage supply. So let's get back to that, because the La Palma update is pretty much done. You know, again, guys, monitor what's going on, but don't fucking feed into the bullshit. All right? Simple as that. I know it's I get so annoyed with the fear mongering from everybody. It gets annoying. And even I get blamed for fear mongering, which is crazy. But whatever. You know, people think I'm fear-mongering, so be it. There are people who are just passing the information along, like Angryprepper. He's just passing the information along. He is not sitting there talking about, we're going to die. Right? So Angryprepper is being responsible in reporting the volcano. Right? Bushcraft Bear being responsible for reporting the volcano. But there are a couple other YouTubers who are looking to make a name for themselves to get more subscribers, are fucking screaming at the screen, talking about, oh my God, it's starting to crack. Because one fucking crack in the road appeared in a fucking town somewhere. Seriously, guys. You know, whatever. It's stupid. It's stupid, it's stupid, it's stupid. So, let's talk about the holiday supply shortage. A lot of you guys are sitting there talking about 10-pound turkeys being anorexic. Okay. But, Amana, I will talk about the crime increase in a little bit. Probably my next live stream. I have to bring that, I have to talk about that in the next live stream. Because the crime has increased, but the crazy thing is, New Yorkers, like I said before, are being treated like criminals, and criminals are being treated like New Yorkers. Right? But the crime rate is spiking here in the country because it's out of control. In the country, it went up 29.3%, if I'm not mistaken. That was according to the FBI's crime statistic over the last year. 29%, guys, is a lot. So, I'll get to that. I'll get to that in the next live stream, which is probably going to be Monday. Trying to write this down because I'll forget as soon as I start talking about something else. Bizza, Brizza, Jizza, what's going on? Oh, you weren't even talking to me. You were talking to KP. But whatever. What's up? All right, guys. So, why can't eat when you got spam? That's a big increase. Yes, Tennessee Tactical, that's a big increase. So, guys, holiday supply shortage. We are undoubtedly going to see a holiday supply shortage because that's what the business community has been reporting. Mike Smith, I'm going to believe the FBI when I actually see crime on the rise with my own 2 eyes, right? So, it works this way. Watch, right? So I'm gonna show you something real quick, Mr. Smith. You look at the crime happening in your neighborhood. You look at the crime happening in your city. You look at the crime happening in other big cities, and then they start talking about how crime went on a rise in their city. Then New York City talks about crime going on a rise here, and so on and so forth. Then the FBI compiles that, and it matches your suspicion. Crime's on a rise. It's that simple, right? It's not. It doesn't take a mathematician to put that shit together. But anyway, so guys, with the holiday shortage, now the holiday supply shortage isn't a big deal if you don't celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving, anything like that. It's a non-factor to you, but it can be a non-factor to you if you're looking to get, let's say, a coffee machine or a dehydrator. These are things that are in short supplies as well. But for the Christmas shopping or the Christmas season, people are going to be probably fighting in the supermarkets and or Walmart or Targets for gifts, right? Gifts, sorry. So household appliances are also on the table as well. Artificial Christmas trees, they're on the table as well. Nike is reporting that they took a huge production hit because most of their factories are in Vietnam, and Vietnam had strict COVID rules, which shut down a lot of their factories, which also put a lot of their workers out of work. So, this is going to be a problem we're going to see within the next 3 months. Now, for those of you that are already doing your Christmas shopping, good for you. You should absolutely be doing your Christmas shopping now. And getting it out the way so that you're not out there fucking mingling it up. You can also order your shit online as well. As far as turkeys go, unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to wait for that. Peter Piper, thank you for the donation. As far as like turkeys go, you can get your turkeys now. I know a lot of people like to wait closer to the date, but if it's frozen, fuck it. Get a frozen turkey, guys. And then you just take it out, 5 days ahead or 3 days ahead before you have to cook it, and you'll be fine. I know a lot of you guys are sitting there like, oh, Christmas is a bullshit holiday. I don't fucking care. I can care less what you guys think about Christmas. I do Christmas for the gift giving, right? That's me. I don't care what other people think about Christmas, because you got Muslims that are like, it's an offensive holiday. You got Bible thumpers that are like, I don't celebrate it because that's not what the Lord wanted us to do. I don't give a fuck. So for those who think that Christmas is a holiday, such is life, guys. No one gives a fuck, because again, we have bigger fish to fry than giving a fuck about a holiday. Seriously. Now, I celebrate it because the kids like it, but when the kids get older, guess what? If when the kids stop liking it or they're not into it, then guess what? Then we'll stop celebrating it. But other than that, we're celebrating it. So, guys, month to month, right? Months and months of shipping disruption result in part from, the pandemic triggered overseas factory shutdown, port congestion, lack of shipping containers, and lack of workers or labor, right? And so they had labor shortages as well. So now the production ranged from laptops to sofas. So if you wanted to order a sofa, which, okay, for Christmas, that's not a great gift, but whatever, you order a sofa, it's going to be on delay for about 3 to 6 months. Vehicles are on delay as well, or back order, if you will, for 3 to 6 months. So I was looking to get the Tahoe. I got to wait 6 months for it. So I'm not even worried about the Tahoe. I'm going to squeeze what I can out of that shitty car I got downstairs. And then when I need a car, get close to it, I'll buy a new vehicle. But right now, I have other places I want to donate my money. Tennessee Tactical, I do not see port congestions here. Right? I mean, I haven't even heard of any port congestions here as well. But I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a lot of ships off the in the harbor or whatever, or off the coast. So it's not happening here. But I know California was having a problem, and I know a lot of the ports in China were having a problem. So that's their problem, but that problem rolls over to us. But we're not seeing much here. But I know California, like I said, I heard that there was, but I haven't seen anything since I heard that. And I heard that a couple weeks ago, right? So, guys, again, exotic cars. If you're in exotic cars, you probably have a 6 to 9 month delay, right? Because those people put the best of the best in their cars. So, if you're not into exotic cars, you're not looking for a new car or an SUV, then you don't have anything to worry about. But I would implore you to make your car last longer than it should. That's why I got this piece of shit fixed, because I'm not waiting 6 months or going 6 months without a car, right? So Nike warned of chain supply disruption with their products, right? Nike's also struggled with strict pandemic lockdowns in Vietnam, where the bulk of their manufacturing is done, and they experienced slowdown production due to shortage of workers. Now, a lot of places are seeing shortages of workers. So, guys, the shortage for holiday supplies is going to affect us as well. But next year is going to be the hammer or the gauntlet fucking being thrown at us and seeing what happens there. The food shortage is going to get exponentially worse next year. Again, a lot of you people in smaller places are seeing it. I know we're seeing the increase in food. I know, for example, the meals at the firehouse, we used to pay, let's say, $10. When I first got there, we were actually paying $5 a meal, right? So $5 a man for the meal. Now we're up to $15 to $20 a man each meal. So that's almost a $20 to $40 tour of just eating in the firehouse, right? So, again, we're seeing the meat increase, and so a lot of guys are dealing with chicken and just doing chicken right now because chicken is still somewhat cheap in comparison to beef. So, clothing lines as well, guys. If you're looking for clothing, certain clothing lines, sorry, you're also going to see shortages there. Mary Jean, thank you. No lithium for the chips. That's why we're seeing a lag on a lot of things. Computers as well, laptops, iPads, tablets, the computers in the cars. This is why you're seeing a lag in all of these supplies because of the computer chip problem, because of the lithium problem. So, guys, listen. A holiday supply shortage, is it a really big deal? Not really. But if you celebrate Christmas, it might sting. If you're looking to do a holiday meal, Thanksgiving and or Christmas, this might sting. This might be a little more expensive. And you might not find what you want. So it's better that you go shopping now, in the end of September, beginning of October. Get it out of the way now, guys, so that you don't have to worry about it then. All right, because I know, listen, guys, with next year, we're definitely going to see some fucked up shit. And they're trying to drag us along slowly so that we are slowly used to the bullshit before they introduce more bullshit. Right? It's a fear and control tactic that they've been using forever. The powers that be have always used fear and control, and unfortunately, we fell into it at one point or another. Right? I had to admit, was it last year? I fell into the whole COVID shit. I was like, oh my God, and I was wiping everything down, getting undressed in the fucking hallway before I came in the apartment, taking a shower right away, fucking, drinking, what is that called? Elderberry, like it was fucking whiskey, knocking that back. Like I was getting out of control. But when the real numbers started to come out, I started calming down. And then I started looking at the facts. I started looking at the simple truth of things. Not allowing the media to disrupt my mindset and to poison me with their bullshit lies. Sheila B, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Hell, this is all that's going on, guys. It's just nothing but lying and lying and more lying and then lying, and then they'll hide some shit and then lie again, and then they'll keep lying, and then they'll hide more shit, and then they'll lie again, and then whatever they're hiding, they might release it 30 years from now and tell us, well, by the way, during this pandemic, this was happening. I'm like, oh God, really? It's with everything in life, guys. The truth always comes out, but it comes out down the line. And by the time it comes out, probably most of us will be dead or locked up or some kind of gulag. So, whatever. It's the road we're headed, and that road is fucking ugly. So, guys, the basis of all of this, the holiday supply shortage, the volcano in the Canary Islands, a lot of shit going on. So, though a lot of people who talk about the volcano, for example, they're talking about worst case scenario as if the worst case scenario is going to happen. That's not necessarily true. But we should always plan for the worst case scenario. That's what preppers do. Now, with everything going on, we are undoubtedly headed to some shit right now. I don't know how bad it's going to get. All I can say it's going to get bad. What do we do about it? I don't know. I know that we should absolutely fucking, prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right? And adapt to whatever comes at us. That's what we do. That's what we do best. That's what preppers do. I hate to think that this is going to get worse, but it is. I think that we're going to end up in a boat where we might be fighting with someone, right? OC, yeah, less than 1% is ready for the shit hits the fan. And even out of that 1%, I think a less of that are psychologically prepared for it. But that's the other thing with planning for the worst, guys. You got to be psychologically prepared. Psychologically prepared is going to get you through a lot of shit. Again, you can have all the guns in the world. You can have all the ammo, all the food. You can have every last bit of medical supply equipment. If you are not ready to see the shit that's coming, and I'm talking about the hard shit, then you wasted your time. You wasted your time prepping. You wasted your time getting ready for the bullshit. Because you're going to crack the minute you see something you can't handle. And that's what most people wind up doing down the line, is they wind up cracking because they can't handle the shit that they see. And unfortunately, people will wind up committing suicide in that point in time. Raging Rhino, reach out to me at angryprepper@gmail.com. Then we can talk about that a little more. So, guys, I know a lot of you were sending me emails last week and the week before that. I'm still trying to get to those emails. When I went on the 343 ride, I was completely committed to that, and I thought I was going to have time to read those emails, and it didn't happen. So, forgive me for those of you that are reaching out to me, and I'm not, replying back. So, all right, guys. So, also, Wanda Star, thank you for the donation as well. Here's the other thing about preparing for the worst, guys. If you prepare for the worst and you are ready for it psychologically, you're going to fucking, you're going to fare better. Because you are going to be able to adapt to what's going on a lot faster. Your brain's going to process it a lot quicker. Your brain's going to be like, yo, we knew this was going to happen. This, and it happened. So now we have to do X, Y, and Z. We have to go to plan C instead of plan B. Because plan A completely fell to shit. Then you make sure you have multiple backup plans to whatever you're going. Like, for example, the tsunami. If this shit was to ever happen, I have 3 backup plans, right? The first one is my car. The second one are e-scooters or e-bikes. And then the third one is my foot. And if worst case scenario, I fucking get a boat and fucking get out of there. Which I don't want to do, because a boat would only put me in one direction. And in that direction, I'm pretty sure we would absolutely get killed unless we were faster than the tsunami coming in. Get up north as far as we can on the Hudson River and then climb up one of those mountains, which will take us a couple of hours. Because once you get deeper north, a lot of the mountain ranges, they're pretty high from the river level, right? And we're talking about 500 feet elevations at some point, and that's a pain in the ass to climb straight up with a pack on your back and then wife and kids in tow. So, but that is the one scenario I'm entertaining. But my last scenario, the scenario that if I get caught in the city, if I can't run anywhere, the last scenario is head to one of the taller buildings and get to higher ground there and hope for the best. That's the last scenario. But that's if I get caught with my pants down and I have nowhere to go. All right, so you have to come up with multiple backup plans. Food shortage, guys. Your backup plan to that is, canning. Buying enough food now. Keep getting canned goods. Keep storing shit away. If you have a garden, grow food. Grow as much as you can. If you have a little barn, raise a cow or two. Do these things to get yourself out of the path of what's coming. OC, not sure. I mean, we're looking to move out of this apartment by the end of this year, that's for sure. As far as where, I don't know. The wife wants to stay close to the kids' school in case the apocalypse never happens, That's the other thing, guys. Moving out of somewhere for one reason, let's say the apocalypse or the shit hitting the fan, is not enough for me to move. But we're staying here because the kids want to finish out their school year. I think 2 more years or 1 more year, and then we're out. Then we're out of the city. I'm trying to buy as much time as I can. Right now, the job is allowing us to do testing, and the testing sounds like the easiest testing in the world, guys. It's self-administered testing, so we're taking the swab and we're swabbing ourselves. That's easy. That's the easiest thing in the world. So let's see where that goes. And someone said it was a mouth swab. Someone said it was nasal. I don't know which it is yet. I haven't done it, but that's what I'm being told. I think I get to do my first testing Wednesday, and I'm only giving it a year, and after a year, I'm gone. If they continue to do this testing after a year, I'm bouncing, because I'm not going to fucking deal with that bullshit for that long. But I have this feeling that this whole testing thing is going to collapse. That's just a feeling. High flyer. That's perfect, spitting in the tube, because now you don't have to get anything jammed up your nose, and you don't have to worry about contracting anything, or the graphene oxide on the swabs. You don't have to worry about that. So spitting is great. There's a lot of things, guys, that you can do with a self-administered testing that I'm not going to get into. But don't worry, I have a plan. I always do. Right? So it's will be fine. Now, planning for the worst, guys. I'm hearing of something coming next month. Supposedly next month, the media is supposed to smash into us. I think every month for the last 10 years, a media is supposed to be smashing into us. But somebody's so confident that it's October 22nd. We were supposed to see a media smash into us last month, and nothing happened. Now, I thought early this month there was supposed to be a media that smashed into us. Nothing happened. Now someone's saying October 22nd. Here's my gripe with people who keep pushing the apocalypse line. Stop already with the bullshit. Really, seriously, stop with the bullshit. Enough with the fucking, oh, this is going to happen on this date, or this is going to happen on that date. And then it doesn't happen. Then they go, well, you know what? Well, the sun was out of alignment with Jupiter, so maybe that's why it didn't happen. And so we have to, we have to look at something else. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously. Stop moving the fucking line. Enough already with the fucking false bullshit. If a media's going to smack us, guys, there's nothing we can do about it. So reporting that a media is going to run into us does no one any good. Yes, it's called the Trojans, October 10th or 11th. Mighty Warrior. All right, right. Another one. Another media that's going to smack into us that's never going to smack into us. And listen, a media that's going to smack into us, we're going to fucking see it. Right? Every astronomer that, not that I've talked, I spoke to one or two, a meteor that's going to smack into us, we're going to see it unless it's on the other side of the planet, and even then, they're going to see it. So this thing's not going to just come out of the blue. We're going to see it. So, it's the people believing every month that a meteor is going to smash into us is as bad as the fucking people that think the Earth is flat. I mean, really, guys, It gets annoying after a while. Just, wait till it happens. And then when it happens, then okay. Then we'll all die and fucking we'll be reborn as some fucking fucked up creature. And I don't know, but, there's nothing we could do about it. Christian Prepper, what is that? Is that the schematics for something that's going to hit us or not going to hit us? It says October 0914. It looks like coordinates. But I don't know what that is. But again, guys, I don't even care. I really don't. We have bigger fish to fry, right? And the bigger fish to fry is the shit that's affecting us now. It's really, it's enough already. Fuck that bullshit. Whoa. Oh, you can do it on here. That's fucking pretty cool. I didn't know you can make people mods on your iPad. That's pretty cool. But guys, again, so anybody who can come up with something like really legit and not a fucking asteroid, because listen, we are undoubtedly going to get hit by an asteroid. Both meteors on October are 15 times the distance from the Earth to the moon. Oh, okay, all right. Right, and so, listen, guys, eventually we're going to get hit with one. That's without a doubt. We got to wait and see. You know, we can't sit there and think the apocalypse is going to happen every month, because it's not. We are in a slow burn to the apocalypse. That's where we're entering right now. We're entering a stage where it's almost like the frog in a pot for a lot of people. So the frog in a pot for a lot of people is them getting used to the bullshit. Oh, it's just the testing. Oh, it's just wearing a mask. Oh, the vaccine, it doesn't really bother you. It's not going to hurt. Oh, don't worry about it, man. We're not going to take your gun rights away. We're just going to put more restrictions on it. And they're going to keep nitpicking and getting us used to the bullshit until it's too late. And then they take everything from all of us. No, Keith Thomas. I'd rather face the apocalypse head on. Listen, wherever the media is going to land, I want to be under it. You know, I mean, though you'll probably be way dead before it hits you, but I'd rather be under it. I don't want to be sitting on the other side of the planet, let it get smacked, and then waiting 15 to 12 hours for the fucking, a plasma, whatever, to reach us and burn us alive. So I'd rather be sitting right underneath it. All right, guys. So in 15 minutes, we're going to be heading over to the Angry Truth channel. That topic tonight are going to be the healthcare worker crisis, which we are seeing today. Fear and control, which is being used against us right now as we speak. We're going to talk about false flags, repetition, and manipulators of fear in this next live stream. And then we're going to talk about the Great Divide. We're going to talk about pieces of shit like Don Lemon, who listen, man, if the guy had ass cancer or AIDS, fuck him. I throw a fucking ass cancer party for that piece of shit, because that's what he is. He is a piece of shit. The kid needs he needs his jaw clipped hard with a crowbar, right? But or I don't know. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But the guy's a bag of shit. We're gonna be talking about him later tonight, because the shit that he's spewing and the shit that he's spreading is dangerous rhetoric, right? And it's only gonna, like, Donna, right? We should just call him Donna Lemons, because he sounds like a bitch every time he complains about something on TV. He's always crying. He's always sitting there with his fake crocodile tears. Like, fucking asshole. He's the worst. He's really the fucking worst. The guy's like fucking Rosie O'Donnell, but on his constant period. Yeah, right, high flyer, exactly, right? The guy fucking talks about how evil white people are, but he has a fucking white boyfriend that bangs him every fucking night, fucking swapping cum or whatever the fuck those assholes do. But listen, he is the enemy. Don Lemons is the enemy of the people. I wish people would fucking see that, but they don't. Kitty, I have done dehydrating in the past. I have to get a new dehydrator. I definitely want to start canning this week. I'm looking to do it tomorrow. JC, you're probably right. That is 95% of the fucking media. But the Post, out of all media services or newspapers, if you will, they had an article that pretty much, man, I'm going to put that article in the description section below. But it was a really good article that brought out all the facts about the vaccine and COVID. Awesome article. I think people should absolutely read this article once I get it in the description section, because it's very, very good. It was done good. They talked about all the numbers and pretty much saying, well, why the fuck are we blaming unvaccinated people if these are the numbers? Right? So it's pretty good. You see Walmart as camping and survival gear. Sick of it. I haven't seen that. But you know what I've seen? I know that here in New York, they're locking away a lot of shit here in New York. So I went to Walgreens. I think they used to be, Walgreens, right? So I went to Walgreens, and it looked like, I'm going to say 10, 15% of the products were all locked up, right? So they were behind a glass. You had to get somebody's attention. Shaving kits are locked up. Food, those stupid cashews or cashews, they were locked up. I'm like, who the fuck's stealing cashews? Like, insane shit that I saw today. I was like, wow. It was insane. It was embarrassing, actually, because I'm like, who's stealing cashews and why are people stealing razors? Like, it was shit that people are stealing, is why they put them in lock and key. It's insane. And I saw more of it in Walgreens. So I remember walking through the Walgreens before, not having to worry about asking somebody for help to get whatever I needed to get. I just go grab it and walk away. Nope, not anymore. A lot of that shit there, you got to ask somebody to come and help you, and unlock it so you can get it. And it's even locked on the little bracket thing, so it's not in a shelf, but it's on I don't know what the hell that's called, but it's like it's on the wall, and you have to have somebody come and unlock it just so you could slide it off. So not even behind the glass, but just it's locked in place. The toothbrushes. I'm like, who the fuck's stealing toothbrushes like that? Like, it's insane the amount of crime that's happening in the city, and the way we're adapting to it is by locking everything up. Instead of locking the criminals up and keeping them locked up on Rikers Island, we're locking up fucking American citizens and or New Yorkers, and we're locking up products. It's the fucking weirdest thing in the room. Dale P. Listen, the nuclear war, that's going to happen. I think everybody's just fucking waiting to see what happens next or who does what. But we are, definitely going to see a battle with China. And listen, a lot of people like, oh, well, battle with China would be bad. I'm like, it would be bad, but that's where we're headed, right? We're headed with, why did I do that? We're headed with war with China, and no one's really recognizing it, or maybe they don't want to recognize it, or maybe that's why we're being distracted, because there's a lot of bullshit happening between Russia, China, Afghanistan. America it looks like wants to join the NATO small arms agreement treaty bullshit. I mean, there's a lot going on, guys. And so instead of us being focused on a volcano on the other side of the world, or a girl missing in the fucking Teton whatever state national park, we should be worried about these things that are going to affect us, and they're going to surprise us with, or try to surprise us with it anyway. But we should absolutely be paying attention to those things. Those are the things that are going to sneak up around the corner and fuck us in the ass. They're making me a Chinese citizen. Yeah, listen, guys. Again, that'll be another fucking. That's an entirely different fight, an entirely different battle or war, if you will. The Chinese doing what they're gonna do to try to get into the United States and assimilate us. Hell, we have that Chinese chick who defected from China, and she's the that what's that Asian lady's name? The one who's always talking about COVID vaccines and lockdowns. She was a Chinese scientist, but now she's here, and now they're allowing this fucking bitch to talk on national TV. But she left China because she was scared of them and their bullshit and their rules and their laws, and because she thought they were going to kill her. But now she turns around and does what? Starts to implement Chinese fucking propaganda into the American media, and no one's seeing this. It's fucking insane, guys. Insane. I forgot the name of that lady, man. She's let's just call her Chow Ping, right? And Chow Ping is making all these fucking these recommendations that she shouldn't be making. Oh, well, the unvaccinated shouldn't go on vacation. They should stay home. They shouldn't travel this holiday season. They shouldn't go out for the 4th of July. Oh, we should make everyone take the vaccine because, we need to make these people do this. Listen, she shouldn't be talking. Bitch, you should be lucky you're free and you're here. But instead, they're allowing her to fucking go on TV and talk this shit. I gotta find out who it is, and then I'll do a video on her on the Angry Truth channel. But the lady is, thank you, Jana Sheet. Lena Wen. Thank you. That's who it is. Lena Wen. Her name is no longer Chow Ping. It is now Lena Wen. But, holy fuck. Yeah, listen, guys. Again, at the level of I don't give a fuck, I'm already there. The pandemic are the stupids. Listen. There's so many things I can say about what's going on with the pandemic. I can get into it. I might put a video out on the the Angryprepper Rumble channel, right? I know I haven't updated with that channel because, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, Rumble's a pain in the ass to fucking upload to. BitChute is even worse. But with that being said, there's a couple of ideas that but that I thought of. And when I thought of these ideas, as far as the vaccine goes and the pandemic and people and depopulation, and the polar shift and all this crazy shit that's supposedly going on. I'm starting to connect the dots, and I don't like the way those dots are connecting. So I'm going to do a video on that on the Rumble channel, just because I'm curious as to what other people think about the vaccine depopulation and fucking the pandemic and the stripping of our Second Amendment, where all this is going, because this is all connected. We just have to see how it connects. Or do we sit back and watch, right? There's also that. All right, guys. So, we have 5 minutes left. You have any questions, please ask. If not, I will end this and start the Angry Truth channel. Actually, I'm going to start the Angry Truth channel like pretty much right away. So when I end this, I'm going to jump right into the Angry Truth channel and give that a straight start, because I don't want to sit here for 15 minutes twiddling my thumbs trying to figure out, waiting for fucking 10:15 when I don't have to wait for 10:15. So for those of you that are on, I'll be headed over to the Angry Truth channel. I'm going to start that up right away. Terry, I don't like Odyssey. I don't like the way Odyssey's set up. Odyssey, it looks like it was for gamers, and it's not really for us. I know a lot of people use it, but I don't like the way it handles. It handles like shit. So I stay away from it. Rumble is the only one I'm using right now. BitChute sucks. I might try to keep uploading, but it's funny. I'll upload videos all the time, and then it'll disappear. Someone asked, how much can I bench? I used to be able to bench. I was up to 400. I think I'm up to 350 now. I dropped. I haven't benched in a while, with the exception of yesterday. Yesterday was my first day getting back to benching, just because I need to get back to it. I'm getting old, and I need to stay as strong as I possibly can for as long as I can. Nuclear is COVID. Dale P said nuclear is COVID. Wake the fuck up. I don't know what nuclear is COVID means, unless you mean radiation. But anyway, Brad June, thank you for the donation. OC, I'm trying to lose weight. I mean, I'm down probably 5-6 pounds from last week when I was down 5 or 6 pounds. So I probably lost a total of 11 pounds. Just because I'm too old to be carrying this weight around. Like, after a while, guys, being 250 or 260, it's just too much weight, 370, that's not bad. Your brother's probably young, something Butts. I can't really pronounce your name. He's probably young, but yeah, 370. Like I said, my max was like 4 and change, and then it dropped to 380. Now it's 350, right? I think I can get 350. I haven't tested it yet. I actually have to get back under it and max out and see where I go. But whatever. No, he's 62. Wow. All right. Very good. So that's my goal, to beat your brother, which shouldn't take long because I'm younger than him, but that's my goal, to get back the weight of. I would like to hit 450, 500, but you know what? I don't know. Maybe those days are gone. Maybe my shoulders are going to feel it. Who knows? But we shall see in the next coming weeks. And I'm trying to focus back on losing weight and weightlifting again, just because we have to be ready for what comes next. And a lot of us, guys, even if you're walking, just walk, get into shape, because what comes next is not going to be cool, right? So, guys, listen, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you guys and the donations and everything you guys do for me and follow me, dealing with my bullshit and all the stuff in between. I'm headed over to the Angry Truth channel right now. I'm going to fire that up right away. And would like to see you guys over there. All right, guys. So, other than that, I'll be releasing, I think, 2 more videos this month, the last couple of days. I'm also going to do a live stream Wednesday. It might be Whiskey Wednesday on the Angry Truth channel, the Angryprepper channel. I haven't decided. Whiskey Wednesday is just going to be me talking about the topic and whatever whiskey I might be drinking that night. All right, guys. So, thank you for watching.